the SEC saying what is a commodity, what is a security, a clear interpretation. Obviously, Algorand was mentioned there, footnote 51 on their main document. And then you got the Clarity Act. It's real close. Brian Armstrong, all you banks, push it through. Let's get it through. Okay, we got that. We got the Genius Act that passed. Obviously, stable coins on the rise, transactions, microtransactions, all of that is happening, and it's been very exciting. And obviously, as a cryptocurrency holder, as a participant, you want to be making some money. You want to see your favorite blockchain get highlighted, get spotlighted by other industry players. So let's get to it. Coinbase cites Algorand as one of the first and only blockchains with post-quantum security. Does that sound familiar, y'all? Does that sound familiar? So here it is. Algorand is among the first blockchain platforms to deploy post-quantum secure signature schemes in production across both consensus-related mechanisms and the execution layer, following a staged roadmap towards full quantum readiness. Remember former CTO John Allen Woods, shout out to him over at Nillion. He was always talking about these type of things. So I know he had a hand and a role in this development. Shout out to John Woods. At the transaction and execution layers, Algorand already provides the cryptographic tools necessary to support quantum resistant accounts. The network recently executed its first post-quantum transaction on mainnet using FNDSA integrating. And then it goes into a little bit more technical here. So this is the longer story here. We have Coinbase Quantum Advisory Council publishes position paper on quantum computing and blockchain. So this makes the crowd goes crazy here. So the bottom line, your crypto is safe today, but the industry needs to start preparing. And as you scroll further down, it talks about what's actually at risk and what isn't. And this is where a lot of people do get confused. I had someone in the comments talking about they've been working on quantum computers for 40 years. Nothing's happening. I'm like, listen, with the rise of AI, we see Anthropic, we see Perplexity, we see OpenAI, we see all of these companies, these data centers. Google has created the Willow chip for quantum computing. NVIDIA is cooking every single day, semiconductor industry. Anything is possible, y'all. Skynet may be close by. Who knows? Who knows? But what I do know is this. Let's keep going. Not all of crypto is equally exposed. Bitcoin's core infrastructure is largely safe. Bitcoin mining, hash functions, and the chain's historical record are not meaningfully threatened by quantum computing. The real vulnerability is wallet level. That makes sense. The cryptography that proves you own your assets, your digital signature, is a part of a quantum computer could eventually break. So the wallet infrastructure. Wallets where certain key information is publicly visible on chain are the most exposed. For Bitcoin, an estimated 6.9 million Bitcoin fall into this category. It's a big chunk. It's like, good third, right? Proof of stake chains have additional exposure in the signature schemes validators use to secure the network. Ethereum has a clear roadmap to address this in the future. So they're saying it's the wallet signatures. It's that public information that could be dangerous. Now let's keep going. Solutions exist. Deployment is the challenge. So they talk about the solutions. Major blockchains are moving at different speeds. Listen, obviously. So here we go. Bitcoin is exploring new address formats that better protect keys, though the community hasn't committed to a full upgrade plan yet. Makes sense. Ethereum has published a detailed migration roadmap that could actually improve network scalability in the process. Solana, okay, Algorand, okay, and Aptos have each begun offering or planning quantum resistant resistant options for users. Layer 2 networks like Optimism have announced transition plans. So the paper reviews each chain's approach in detail. So, oh, I'm not even sharing my screen with y'all. So obviously, Algorand here being mentioned, we already know much about this here based on the Google document. So Algorand, Solana, Aptos, they're offering plans, and we know Algorand Foundation works with Parawallet to integrate all the new technologies. They just released the update on shared wallets and whatnot. So Coinbase says they're making stuff happen too. We established this advisory board to make sure our security strategy is driven by science, not headlines. So again, seeing Algorand mentioned on there is like it's pretty smart, you know, definitely pretty smart to recognize it, because that's what Google's seeing too. We're gonna show you that in a second. Let me just hop and skip over there. Again, so y'all, I showed y'all this maybe 2 weeks ago. Google's quantum paper cites Algorand more than any blockchain outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Coinbase also was like, hey, we got vulnerabilities on the wallet layer. Most of the history of the Bitcoin blockchain should be good. Ethereum's working on some things. And then Google, again, cited it. And then you can see it closer here in this highlighted region and throughout this paper. And what they talk about here is the Falcon signatures, the keys, like that stuff that John Allen Woods was talking about. Essentially, this blockchain was already prepared for it. And they have already executed a post-quantum secure transaction in 2025. It is 2026. They already did that last year. They've been preparing, and it's only going to get better. So Coinbase is also seeing the same exact thing.
Passive income, gold in my dental. Thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals, told my girl it was simple.